Good morning. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. So today I have a book review of Death Comes Too Late by Charles Ardai. This book was published in 2024. This is a collection of 20 short stories in the hard case crime genre. Charles Ardai is a author of several books in hard case crime, and I have been looking forward to reading this and finishing this. When it came out, I kind of had a feeling I was going to like it. I did. I really enjoyed it. Again, this covers about 20 stories here. This collection and this arc has some really good ones. There's award winners in here. You have a Seamus Award winner, a Ellery Queen Award winner, and an Edgar Award winning story here. So death really is the theme of this collection, although sometimes it's more pronounced. Sometimes it's a little more ambiguous, but you will definitely, if you read it, you'll kind of see that. I think the collection is really bookended well. There's two stories, one that starts and one that ends, that again bookends all the collection really well. The first story, The Home Front, is an award-winning story. It's really, really good. It'll be one of the ones I touch on here in a minute, as well as The Investigation of Things, another short story that is at the end, and another one I'll touch on. So I really enjoyed those two. And then in between them, they're sprinkled in some really good stories and some ones that I will mention that I really enjoyed. So let's get started. In terms of enjoyment, no spoilers here, by the way. I really enjoyed overall the twists and turns and some of the hard jumps and some of the scenes, and some of the characters I connected with really quickly, even though again you're talking stories that range from 6 to 20 pages at best. So the first one, again, The Home Front, I really enjoyed it. It's about a world, it takes place in World War II. There's a gas shortage. The government's paying these people, investigators, to go around and try to see if people are selling gas underhandedly in the kind of the black market, so to speak, because there's tickets and you only get so many gallons per day type thing. And this gentleman that's one of these kind of investigators is supposedly named Tom Doyle, and something very profound happens on one of his cases, and the next thing you know, he ends up on the street and homeless, and he comes upon a place on his travel and walking to where they need help, and lo and behold, life is very circular for this man. I really enjoyed the story. Game Over was another great story. You have two younger friends who share a common love of arcades. Lyle comes from a well-known family, a well-off family. Kyle doesn't, but yet they have a bond. Lyle wants to do something for Kyle on his birthday, and he doesn't really want Kyle to know about it. He wants to kind of keep it kind of like mysterious. And in doing so, he sets Kyle up for a very unique kind of birthday present, so to speak. And Nobody Wins, you have a PI that is investigating a case for an enforcer of a mafia kind of crew whose fiance is missing, and he, in doing this investigation, all the family thinks it's the man that did it to his fiance, but yet the PI is not completely sure. And so I thought that was really good. Sleep, Beauty, Bright. You have a recently married couple, Hector. His wife comes home and his house is burglarized and she's in a coma, and Hector doesn't know what he can do, and he does the only thing that any man can do in that situation, is he finds justice, and let's just leave it at that. A Bar Called Charlie's, you have Marty Jensen. He's a salesman that's been on the road for far too long. It takes place in the early 90s, so it's way beyond when traveling salesmen are kind of still doing that, and he comes upon a bar along the way, and it's at the same time that he's contemplating his life choices and where he wants to be, and his enviness of people that made it out of the sales racket. So it's a very interesting tale because some things really turn at the end. A Free Man, you have Dan Odoms. He's tired of the day by day. His wife buys him this recliner for his birthday, and he makes the impromptu and quick-witted decision that he doesn't want to end up 40 years from now sitting in that recliner. So he goes on a walk, and the story really unfolds from there. The investigation of things, this is the other bookended story that I really enjoyed. You have 11th century China, two brothers who are investigators, and they're investigating a murder in a Buddhist sect, and they were trying to figure out the who, the how, and the what of this that took place. And as in doing so, they uncover that not everything is as it seems. And so I really enjoyed those stories. Some of the experts, from these stories, one of them was he walked into jail a free man. That was pretty funny. Another one was people didn't go to bars to drink. They went to keep themselves from going someplace else. I thought that was really cool. And in the foreword, Charles Ardai says, a well-crafted short story has pleasures all its own. And I think that's very, very true, especially in reading this collection. So in terms of dislikes, I had no dislikes in this. There's 14 really, really good stories. There's 5 or 6 that were just okay, but none of them were really like, oh, that was terrible type thing. I think when you get that high of a percentage, I think you have a pretty good collection. So in terms of rating, 4.4 out of 5. Death Comes Too Late, Charles Ardai, 4.4 out of 5. That is my review. I hope you're having a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.